The following is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 2. There I am. And welcome everyone to the first stream of Tournament 4 of this Division 2 season. And it's the final tournament of the season, so lots of stakes all around, lots of playoff matches around, and we got one right here, per se, as it is a battle in the Accordion region between the 12 seed Savvy and the 13 seed Emmy, both trying to get big wins, trying to move their position up, trying to extend their season to potential postseason. We'll have to see how all that plays out as we look at the bracket. This is the Accordion region, like I said. You have Chloro taking out Taco 3-2 in this region. The rest of this half of the region the rest of this region hasn't played yet. Emmy and Savvy are gonna get us going on the top half there. They'll play the winner between Goldie and James. Goldie, top seed, they play 4 o'clock Eastern time on Monday, and then Tuesday, the last game of the round, the last game of this window, will be Background and Ami. That will be our other stream game. That is Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern time. That is about all we got here right now. We bring it down to the table. Joining me is Yoshi tonight. We got Emmy and Savvy here in VC. We'll talk to them in a little bit. But Yoshi, I want to start with you. You've been around for most of these D2 matches. I am not personally familiar with these two. So talk to me about the keys for these guys, for these two to get the job done and get a win. Both coming off seed line upsets, notably in their play-in matches. Savvy over Acetal and Emmy over Rune. 13/4 for Emmy, 12/5 for Savvy. So just talk to me about their mindset going, and maybe a little bit of house money mindset as well with them getting those upsets. Just set the stage for us. Oh, hang on.
Win their first match. So Emmy losing to Jenna. Jenna's a really good player. Nothing to even say about that. I think, Rana was definitely at her best in last tournament. So for Savvy lose to Rana, also not a bad loss in that tournament specifically. And so, now they had to come in with no wins, kind of struggling, gonna have to face a tough opponent to start off. But they both defied the odds. Emmy taking out Rune and Savvy taking out Acetal. I mean, these two both originate from Myths. Savvy I've seen more. I actually played against Savvy once in Myths League, and I believe I won, but it definitely was a tough battle. The thing is, this is a different league, though. It's a best of 5, and cards could be whatever it could be low or high. That could come down to who wins this year, who's better with the different variety of card starts. I mean, they've started to understand it in their last round, but now they're going to have to go into this round knowing that if they lose, they're out for the season. And if they're in, they will at least get a chance to be in the LCQ if they go out next round. And then they also get to learn the power play as well. Which I'm sure Emmy's been kind of around to see those kind of matches. Savvy, I'm not sure as much, but I'm sure they will learn quick on power play, whoever makes it. But yeah, this should be a good match, though. These two have definitely shown that they are not competitors to mess with or to underestimate. They're gonna put on a good match here. I think this will be close. I guess to answer your question about what it will take to get them to win, I think it's gonna be the card start variety.
All right. So, I'm gonna kind of pose the same question to both of them, but so I mean, I'll pose the same question to you. So, but I'm gonna start with Savvy first. Savvy, I mean, you coming off an upset win. What's kind of the mindset for you entering this one as how and also playing as forgive me for not knowing them for sure, but obviously seems like you're familiar with Emmy. Just talk to me about playing that familiar opponent and also coming off that big win in the previous round.
Um, I mean, I'm kind of scared because last game I like messed up really bad. Like I was about to play my last two cards and I messed up the bot commands. But now I know, cause I like did a space or something when I wasn't supposed to do a space.
Oh yeah, that can catch you out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emmy, similar question to you. What's your mindset like coming into this one? How you feeling coming into this one, as well as playing a familiar foe in Savvy?
I know Savvy really more through outside Uno, from other org stuff. So I don't think we've actually played each other. We might have before. But as for the games, I honestly have no idea what's happening until they're happening. So that's kind of my mindset. Just
Fair
figure
enough,
out
fair
what's
enough.
happening when we get into it.
All right. Yoshi will be our ref tonight as always. So this is a best of five. No power
Yep.
plays here, of course. This MCSR, we just saw that in the D1 finale. That's where it starts. In D2, it starts with MCSR. So we are gonna get it underway. It's time to get down to business here in the round of 32 of Acoustic August. So Yoshi, with that, first table call comes to you.
Yeah, so we have Myth joining, of course. I mean, yeah, fair enough. All right, Savvy, you have the call for game 1, 5-15. What's it going to be? We're going
10.
to start off with a mid pack in 10. Here we go.
Yeah, Savvy joins up. She gets to go.
Both
she gets
look at-
first. It's a 2-2-1 format, so Savvy gets game 1 and 2 call. Gets to join first. Gets the first play. Then Emmy 3 and 4, and then Savvy gets the deciding 5 if we get there.
Yeah, going to be a match to watch for sure. I mean, these two, whoever, even if they lose, they're going to come back next year. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But, they're going to be looking to have fun, which is kind of the first thing you should look at when playing Uno, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
As we run down the blues.
Clean to start. Oh, Savvy with the first switch with the green.
Okay. Emmy taking her time for this one.
A little bit of pace management there. See what she goes with here. And with a 10-card start, we could be seeing a shot.
Ooh,
Yep, there
got
it
a
is.
double.
Double play. Skip. Reverse 2.
Savvy looking to play another 4. Could be a test of the draw from Emmy here.
And she's still got
But
more.
Emmy has
Run
more.
down.
So they're still going. Wow. Clean game, honestly. I mean, Emmy maybe potentially to look to get a bit more of a lead with that double play, and it's going to ditto this one. Which could go many ways, but it's going to just force another green from Savvy here.
The green funny combo. Now Emmy 1 down again to the 8. So pretty clean play here early. Just the double play from Emmy, really. Nothing much more to show for it.
Really? And just look at how many greens they have. Like, I mean, it seems the color switches seem to be favoring favoring both of them. So, I mean, one of them's going to get the... Oh, okay. Well, as we see the draw from Emmy here, we could see, you know, it just getting the run to the finish first. Savvy looking to do that here as she goes for the switch into red. Emmy might be opened up to do some other things, though.
Zero sugar.
Just a red
and
zero.
the cherry red.
Probably expect Savvy to at least play something here if it's not for the finish. I mean, down to 3 cards, it could easily be the ending run here. +4.
Oh, +4.
Well, that's the first sign.
That could be it. She was only at 3 prior to that. This could be it.
I mean,
2 more cards.
basically, but it's
just
not
check,
game.
just a double.
So I was gonna say, if that was game, that would have been a plan A from Savvy because Savvy did not draw that entire time, and Emmy draws is this
After
game
the +4. Wow.
Ooh, wow. Okay, so Savvy didn't have the finish, but just took the risk on the +4. It ends up not backfiring, weirdly enough. So
Yeah, and Emmy way back there at 9.
Yes, we could be here for a longer game, but maybe Savvy top deck heaven here. Yeah, top deck of what though? Oh no, never mind. Took a while to draw. I mean, yeah, I mean this game definitely shows that this is going to be a tough one for sure. We're here for a back and forth, and Savvy gonna start running out here.
I wonder what that remark could be a sign of. We'll see how it plays
I
out.
was answering someone who asked about power play because they just got into the round of 16, but
yeah, round
anyway.
16 is where that comes in play.
So Emmy with the switch into red does not help Savvy at all. We still have yet to see. Yeah, Pandora's is actually not open, which is actually very interesting here. Double play from Emmy. I mean, you have to. I mean, I feel like Emmy might actually know that and maybe trying to avoid that color for that reason. Could be the strategy here, and it's working really well. Savvy just stuck on a 2-color strategy right now.
Of course, Yoshi, think about this region. The winner of this could get the defending winner of June Gelato and Goldie. This region is currently hers for the taking, but you also have background in Ami, who we'll see in that later round. Chloro. There's a lot of good names in here that could really make some noise in this tournament.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what that's gonna. It'll be an interesting matchup for whoever comes out of this to play Goldie, but that's still a ways away as we're still trucking in game 1.
Well, yeah, Savvy is just not happy with the bot right now. Really just forcing these draws for quite a while, even after the +4. I mean, it just shows that sometime maybe just should be a sign that maybe using that +4 was a bit. Maybe should have saved it. But wow, Emmy continuing to run with Savvy still struggling to do anything here. If Emmy has the color switches and everything necessary, she's just gonna get this done without anything to worry about. But it might actually be the smart. Okay, well, there's the switch in the Pandora's box. Then final color, which Savvy's definitely gonna have at this rate. What I was gonna say was maybe it is okay to just let them do what they're trying to do, and if they don't have that number to switch into the color they were looking for, then it could it could force a draw from them as well. Like there's a few ways to go about this. I
Here's
think
a
Savvy
check.
just genuinely had nothing though.
Here's a table check now. Emmy by 2.
Yeah.
And she
It
can
would
make
have
it
been funny if that was
3.
the first
Oh,
table check.
+2.
Oh,
Hold the
boy.
phone. Just a double. Wait a minute. Okay,
Oh,
there she
okay,
got
there
it.
it is. Okay, Savvy might not have noticed there. But does get the call from Uno. Avoids the call out, and Savvy, I guess, just wasn't focusing on that, unfortunately, and is going to have to take it if this is going to do it.
Myth saying if it was him, he would have done the call.
Oh,
Emmy! Whoa.
Fellows to finish it off.
That's a big test there, and Emmy gets the job done. Game 1 goes to her.
Definitely an interesting game there. Like, it was back and forth to an extent. The bot definitely wasn't favored to one player, and Savvy took a risk with the +4. And sometimes it's not a bad play, but Emmy just didn't have the switch, and that was
Well, that would yeah. Uno call out. Yeah, that's the command. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, what did Myth say? Myth said the stakes are high. Last tourney of the year. This
Yeah.
would be a match to watch. Okay, yeah. He isn't rooting for anyone specifically, so.
Yeah. I guess Emmy just I mean it felt a lot like playing hay down the stretch for you. Savvy just didn't have much luck with the bot there, and when she went to draw there. Just I guess with that also, how do you feel about getting that first win under your belt, knowing, I mean, it's a best of 5, you only got to get to 3 wins, it could be over very quickly. Just thoughts on getting that first win. It can be more massive the shorter the series. Type or talk, don't matter.
I don't know. I almost borfed that. Nervy, because it's over for whoever loses.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's obviously first to 3, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's only the first game.
I got kind of lucky where when I was drawing, everything I was drawing, I would get red and yellow of the same numbers, so I was just getting lucky on it.
Yeah, able to make those big switches like that one for yellow. Obviously, Savvy had the triple, but ultimately, yeah, and you came out pretty lucky that Savvy didn't have that number switch. I'm sure you were sweating over there, considering when you were at Uno there on the yellow 4, that hoping Savvy didn't have a switch over, but she was in the deck for a long time there. So. Yeah, Savvy, I mean, it's tough. The bot can be unkind sometimes Draw City, as we call it, sometimes just not the kindest of things. Like, how do you feel you got to do to bounce back, or do you think there's really anything you could have pointed to that you could have done better in that, other than maybe like knowing what the call out was? But I mean, it happens.
I mean, yeah, I could have called it. I guess I could have saved my wild card, but I couldn't really play my other card. I don't know. It was that, plus I was just kind of unlucky with my drawing.
Yeah. Yoshi, do you think you chalked that up from your view up to any more than luck, or do you think that Savvy could have done anything better other than, I guess, no call out? Know what the call out command is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, besides the call out, I think maybe just be patient and hope they didn't have yellow to the finish. It's sometimes, it's rare when you see a player have one color to the finish, but from the looks of it, Emmy had the control for a while, so I guess it also makes sense that she ended up getting what she wanted in terms of keeping it yellow and hoping it stuck that way. But yeah, I mean, her entire hand up to that point was no greens, which, you would think that, oh, maybe she has some greens, but in the end she didn't. So it was a fair game overall.
That is for sure. So Emmy takes game 1. Once again, this is a best of 5, so she is 2 wins away from the next round. But that we have game 2 coming up, and it's going to be Savvy's call once again. Yoshi.
All right, Savvy, you could still pick anything. And we're going to game 2. How many cards?
And one up this time.
All right.
So tough luck for Savvy, but still played pretty well. I mean, with almost if it weren't for the lack of call up, might have had a better shot, but we'll see. Now she knows for the future.
Yeah, well, Emmy, I mean, if you want to play the game like that, that's fine. It's people deafen. You wouldn't be
People
the
have
only one.
deafened. You have every right to deafen. Just please don't when we're asking questions. But when we play, yeah, you can deafen. That is fully allowed. Plenty of the
reverse
big
to start.
legends, plenty of the big name players in D1 do that.
Wow.
KT does it. Ard,
Myth said he did
many
it.
other Myth did do that. Yeah, at one point I think. Yeah, I think Fitzy does it too. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that, and that's fully allowed. Nothing wrong with that. That is your choice.
Okay, so Savvy taking advantage of the blue reverse start and gonna go switch into red here. This is, it's not nothing to really add with that move. Sometimes, especially if it's just the beginning, right? It could give some signals to Emmy though.
Oh, big run from Emmy.
Okay.
+6 off the bat. Into blue.
So gonna really start off strong here.
And closes on the 0 sugar.
That will be that's a full send. 15,
Yep.
I think.
I think, yeah, Savvy gonna fire back immediately, no doubt about it.
Alright, just a double though. Emmy looking to maybe test Savvy if she can really pull back a lead like this. Like, cause some can pull back a deficit like this, cause some people can, and it's evident when it is. But I think, okay, well, just press it again. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be the bot being stupid, or it can be internet on your end. But yeah, just try it again if it ever failed. This happens. It's also in your DMs as a backup.
The blue one. Emmy gonna try and play the cool on the blue, but Savvy goes out of it. I feel like, yeah, I think it's time to kind of start switching the colors more. You were pretty passive on it in game 1, and didn't end up winning for that, so maybe it's time to switch a bit more here.
Yeah, especially with the draws were being so brutal to her last game. We'll see if she can try and control the narrative a little more with that. But Emmy again with a run. Double looking for triple.
Yeah, not wasting time. This really trying to take the control of this game, even when Savvy tries to herself. And yeah, I mean, you got to check the table after that. That puts her down to 4. Savvy really got to take into account what Emmy's been switching out of. But here, we're going to see a +6 of her own.
That makes it even now. Savvy for the lead. There you go.
Okay,
10-9 now. 10-9 with triple.
We go back to red as well.
Little bit of a resetter there. And blue switch.
Ooh. Gets back into blue.
Big heat there.
Savvy did technically switch out of that earlier.
Yep.
And wow,
great
was
ice play from Emmy there.
Now Emmy can figure out what to do now, given that she kind of brings the control back. I feel like Emmy's really likes to take more of the switches or more of the plays and kind of force draws. I think that's where she's most comfortable. We'll see, when that situation kind of becomes different where, because this is just one game, right? If we see, and maybe even later in the game, we see the opposite. We see Savvy being able to play off a color that Emmy doesn't have. And then you're going to have to figure out what to do in that situation because some people can do it well, but it's hard. It's a hard skill to have. Like when you're in the back end of drawing, when you're trying to get some good cards or some connectors or just anything to stop your opponent, like timing could come into play there.
Savvy
But now we're
again with the
switching out of
switch.
yeah. So this is gonna be potentially a jailbreak for Emmy here.
Yep, and a double
Yeah,
to
it
boot.
is. Wait, why did I say jailbreak? Well, it's a jailbreak for Savvy,
Yeah, she
actually,
broke
because
herself
he was
out.
drawing.
Emmy's still able to play. It could have been ice for Emmy,
Right.
but she's got it. She's got the cards to play.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Emmy to green.
Wow. I mean, anytime that Emmy gets into yellow, she wants to go into green. So we're seeing kind of like just this what she was been doing earlier and going back to that, and really Savvy's kind of struggling to put this in her favor. Emmy's still able to play. At least Savvy's able to play now, but how far can that really take her?
In the green 2 now. Bit of clean play on green. The switches, less ammo dump here. Oh, just
Yeah,
as I say, I
oh
walked into
boy.
it. Emmy drops the +4 bomb into blue. And with some more, looking for triple.
Oh, it's not game? Oh, wait,
Whoa!
Sneak
Wow.
attack?
A little bit of a sneak attack for Emmy and the ALP flex finish. Wow.
Oh my.
Had all.
Wow.
Oh,
The
that's rough.
+6 from Emmy worked out and then for the +6 for that's
Had all
crazy.
numbers
So
to start, I'm assuming. That's tough.
you both went for the +6 and it worked a lot better for Emmy than Savvy, man. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Well, Savvy, I mean, you said you started with all numbers. I'm guessing by that it seemed like you were going more aggressive on the switching. Was that something you became aware that you needed to do, knowing you had all the numbers and Emmy having a little bit more of the ammo? I mean, you were already unlucky on the draw last game, and now the hand was tough. Just talk to me about how you had to kind of change change the strategy a little bit to fight a little bit at 10-on-1 per se.
Honestly, I just kind of like, I don't know. I had a lot of just red and what did I have? Red and green? Yeah.
Mostly.
And it was like it kept going back to what was it, blue, and I just had none.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you were really just looking for that number, trying to find the right way out, trying to run it down and clean. Really, that's all you could really do. I mean, apart from that +6, I'm guessing those +2s you got from her +6 from earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have anything to ask Emmy. I mean, it's been very plan A from Yoshi. It's really all she's had to do. Yeah, and she said that's 100%
and even with
ammo.
Yeah, it's crazy because even when she got +6, it didn't really stop her that much.
No.
So, I mean, it was not necessarily monster, but it's like because it was just a 3-card finish, but it's still like just getting better cards. I think that's what's happening right now. I don't think Savvy's playing bad by any means, but it's just Emmy's just getting a little bit more lucky right now.
Yeah. Well, she started the +4, 2 +2, Go ahead with cards, got reverses and skip. Jeez. All reverses
Well,
and
then.
skips? Yeah, that's... You can't really... There's really nothing you can do about that, really. On this platform, you really can't. That's rough. That's rough for Savvy. Oh. Yeah. +4, wild, 2 +2s. Got hit with cards, got reversed and skips. That's crazy. Yeah, but it could also be chalked up to ammo control that it made it that long. Even with that kind of hand, you could see players that control the ammo more, Yoshi, that can get it done quicker. But obviously, it's a different kind of strategies he employed in D2. A lot more ammo dumping, not as much.
Yeah.
Not as much.
Yeah. True.
Not as much patience in play. Which, I mean, if you can get the job done, it's fine. But that's just the difference you see.
It's about when to do it for sure. I mean, Emmy, you know, she was the more aggressive one to start, right? Because that +6 was quite early, and the fact that it ended up working out, even when she got +6 herself, it's like she understood the platform there. That she just got some good cards, and maybe if she got some ammo, she was probably going to get more good cards just based off of what she was getting already. So it just worked out perfectly for her. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, that about does it for game 2. Emmy sweeps the road stand, and now she has a chance to get the series win here on her first home game of the series. It's time for game 3. Yoshi.
Yeah, I mean, Emmy taking both games on the road, and now it's her call. Just can't be 11 for game 3. What's it going to be? Potentially the last game if she's able to get the sweep. It would be interesting, but we'll see what Emmy goes
13. All right,
Gonna
OG
keep it in a
Sender.
similar
range.
position
Just a couple
here,
up
yeah.
from 11. A little bit of a higher one
Yeah,
from game 1.
Yeah, I like to call this this send the baker's dozen for sure. I don't see a lot of people use that. They always go OG send. I like the baker's dozen though.
Yeah, that is a good one. I think that's probably what more newer players associate with. I would never have called it the OG send if weren't for doing all the D1 commentary.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you
Emmy gonna join up. Here we go. Game 3
underway. +2
Emmy, you
red.
know, wow. And you know, maybe Emmy with that experience of just looking at D1 games might have really given her quite the advantage here, more than we expected. It's interesting, but at the same time, like
still lacking a bit in ammo control, but
it's still looking like an even series right now.
Yeah, it looks like an even series apart from the cards being favorable. But I mean, you also mentioned the lack of control a little bit, but like, I mean, now in hindsight, she's getting so much. I mean, you can't blame her.
We're going with the aggressive switch.
Yeah, that +6, those +6s back and forth could have bit her, but it didn't. So Emmy goes red, and now Savvy's gonna go quick to the yellow on the 1.
Emmy with that pace as well. She doesn't hesitate to take her time when she feels like she needs to, and it's something to keep in mind. Like we see people like Brad sometimes go fast and sometimes take his time. It's not uncommon in D1 at all. I think we see it a lot more there. For Emmy though, it's like she saw it, you know, in some games that she watched, and maybe she's trying to implement it herself.
Oh, just forgot. Yeah, there you go.
Yellow 4 clint play, but not one of those clint plays where it's not that bad of a clint play. Because it doesn't really reveal much of your hand because you've just played the cards. We're going to switch into green now. Emmy looking to take back the control here. And there's a ditto, so maybe Savvy wanted that. This is interesting now. Emmy has to keep that in mind as this goes to green, as this stays green, or maybe she goes for another switch here.
Oh yeah, the ditto. Yeah. And now blue 4.
All right. Was a double play from Savvy. Yeah, chain of 4s there, and now we're going into blue, which is gonna start to reveal a little bit here. Double play again. The same first card as well.
Same second card. It was a ditto. It was a ditto double.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It's a ditto double. Oh my god, I don't think
Wow.
I've seen that.
That is actually a lot more rare than we would expect. I mean, man. For blue 7, blue 0, hard to switch out of. Another blue 7 from Savvy. Has the number efficiency here, but it's not really doing too much for her. It's just keeping it blue for now. I mean, sometimes people use that number efficiency to try to use it to their advantage, but I mean, when you're down 2-0, you just gotta play your cards and hope you get it done. Great situation for Savvy to potentially get a game here as Emmy draws. And we gotta switch into green. There's where the number efficiency
Ooh.
starts to help you here.
So Savvy with that possession arrow lead. Or now a 2-card lead. Oh, no, Emmy canceled it. Unfortunate. But still just a +2.
Has the +2 saved and allows her to keep herself in this. If, assuming Savvy had a potential run prepared. And, okay, checking the table, that's fair, right? When you gotta pay more attention. Make sure if Emmy doesn't get that call, you make sure you prepare for that call out. Okay, green 5. We're running down the greens here. Green 2. Emmy gets down pretty close. Is with the switch, that could mean a lot here, but does Savvy have something on the yellow? Beautiful. Wild green. Does Emmy have something else in her pocket, though? Oh, she got the +4. This could honestly do it.
It very much could. Oh, just check.
Gets the Uno. Yes. Does not miss the call. Is not going to risk it, but does not finish the game. So it could give Savvy an opportunity here.
Oh, the save.
+4 from Savvy of her own. Might have gotten it off the +4. Green skip. I would be shocked if this is for the finish. I think this is just kind of preserving. Oh, my goodness. Goes back to red.
Control does not exist here.
Wow, what an interesting play. Gonna go for a run to get back into red. Now, Emmy's got to think here what that means for the rest of her cards.
Ooh, yellow
Wild
wild.
yellow. Looking to switch out of that red. Savvy's got something. Yellow reverse, yellow 9. We got a double from Emmy here with that wild yellow. Okay, Savvy got to play this cool. Gets wow, number efficiency.
Green 2.
And it's Uno
Does
for
this
Emmy.
it? But does she have the finish though? Savvy has nothing.
Wow.
Is this it?
This could be
Oh
a sweep.
man.
It's a sweep.
Wow.
That is an insane way to finish that off. Wow.
And the draws both in game 1 and game 3, they were trade-offs, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I don't know what to say. Everything worked out for Emmy, and Savvy did all she could.
Savvy, do you think you
Emmy's gonna
chalk this last one up more to luck, or was there something else you saw that really, really contributed to the loss there in game 3? Tough way to go out in a sweep.
I think Emmy played really good, but also I think I got really unlucky. I don't know. She got really lucky. I didn't even get that unlucky last game.
No, not even that unlucky. Yeah. And Emmy, how are you feeling about getting first career sweep, and now you're onto the round of 16? You might have Goldie waiting in the wings, and obviously we know what she's capable of. She's still got to win her match against James. Just thoughts overall on the series, and how you feeling about moving forward in a sweep?
A lot of it, and when like every game you have the wild +4 show up and a wild along with other ammo. I've had stuff where I've gotten nothing like that. This came down a lot to ammo. I think order is important. Order came into play, so there is some of that, but a lot of it is just ammo made the first 2 games, especially that second one, real something.
Oh yeah, that was very lucky for you for sure.
Geez.
And honestly, the end of the game, pure luck. After I was hit with that +4, I thought it was over. I just got lucky with the 2 and 9 being what the numbers I had needed.
Oh wow. Yeah, and that's like not even, you can't even chalk that up to a bot hosing Yoshi. That's just pure luck. That's just hindsight.
Really true. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just one of those situations where you just pick the wrong number, and you can't take it as, oh, that was a bad move.
No, it really can't.
You just have to
It's
take
hindsight. It's
like,
hindsight.
It's like no one really. It's like maybe with the new bot with card history, I mean, it'll be easier to maybe kind of predict what number you should play. But I mean, even then, I don't think a lot of players are going to look into that much. And really, it's just a case where, oh well, I guess I lose because of this, and we'll just have to move on from there. But Savvy can definitely in the future, it's next year, I think, is going to be an interesting season. I'm hoping that she comes back and tries again. I think she could definitely get more wins on the board. She joined pretty late, so really just kind of struggled. But Emmy, though, definitely her season is far from over now after this win. Could either face Goldie or James, and is now going to understand power play. So
No,
there's a
don't
lot
worry.
to look forward
Don't
to
worry.
for Emmy
Don't
right
worry.
now.
It won't. The luck won't be as bad next year. The new
True.
bot is coming in.
True.
The new bot is coming in, and you don't get as many bad hands. And we will be around to test you out on the new bot whenever it's up. Which I think the most times now that D1's all done, it'll be moving to that new platform for T5. But yeah, we're happy to test. Reach out to us for sure. Me, Caesar, KT we'd always be down. So, but yeah, that you see the bracket there. Emmy moves on in a sweep, and it'll be Goldie or James. On the other side, they're playing Monday afternoon, late afternoon at 4 o'clock, and then of course we have background in Ami 2 vs 7 at 1 on Tuesday to wrap up the round. Be the second and final stream of the round, both in the Accordion region. Quite by chance, of course, and of course you see Chloro moving on over Taco. We also saw today. Also saw Camaro win in the sweep over Rana, and that's all that we need to say about that. I don't have I don't have a graphic built for this, but tomorrow we got a triple header night, rolling window, Sky and Pikachu at 5, 2 vs 10 in the base region, and then 2 from the choir region, Ryan Reed and Prince at 5:30, followed by Steven and Ryan C at 6:30. Both in that choir region, so 1 hour window for both of those. And of course you have Goldie and James, you mentioned on that bracket, in the background and Ami. That'll wrap up the round on Tuesday. So for Yoshi, of course, great ref, great co-commentators always. Appreciate you. And to our great players, Savvy and Emmy moving on in a sweep here tonight, and also to Myth, who joined us as well in BC, to everyone who joined us on YouTube as well. I am not short for everyone here at MRE UNO. We thank you for joining us here in D2. We will see you once again on Tuesday afternoon for the final stream of the round, and of course we'll see you for future streams for D1 T5, as well as the round of 16 for this Acoustic August tournament. But for now, we thank you for joining us.